there, I'm John O'Connell from Pond 5. Thanks for being here. You mentioned building trust through peers and experience. That's what really matters to the buyer. We have three sets of buyers: frontline users, managers, and blockers. Blockers being legal, finance, procurement, and so on. I was wondering if you could talk about each of those three segments and how you build trust through peers and experience.
So online users was the first one. The second one was what? Managers?
Managers,
Okay.
running teams.
The buyers, like the second one is like the decision maker?
Yeah, and then at the top, people have to sign off.
Right. So users, so is it a freemium or is it downloadable or?
We're a marketplace for online stock media.
Okay.
You can buy free items, but you also can, it's a la carte.
Okay.
Whatever you search.
Yeah, I mean, so users, the more they can use it, I mean, that's their experience again, right? If they can actually, if there's a way for you to, give them a free trial or download it or buy it or something that they can actually experience it themselves, that is the way to gain their trust, like bar none, right? Users by definition are, they're, tactile, right? They want to actually experience the product. And if you can't do it, if you can't give them a way for them to experience it themselves, and like great demo or demo videos or anything that's just going to be able to get them to actually understand how they're going to use it every day and how it's going to work into their flow is going to give them the trust. Buyers, the middle one, it's all about their peers. I don't buy anything unless I've heard like two, not just one, but 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 of my peers tell me, like, yeah, I've heard of them, I've used them, they're great, or whether it be G2 Crowd reviews or things on social, but like I don't buy it. Or and if I'm intrigued about something that I don't know anyone has bought, then I'm going to go out and ask everyone, hey, I'm going to go talk to Sam, I'm going to go, talk to Dave, I'm going to ask, right? Like, has anyone used this? What does anyone think? What's the word on the street? So the buyer level is literally all about, social proof, all about social proof. And
Quick question
yeah.
on that. So you're saying like you can either source those recommendations from your peers or you find that out through other channels like social. Oftentimes people post more about personal stuff versus industry stuff. What would be good examples to generate that indirect recommendation?
So G2 Crowd is one, but I would also, how many customers do you have?
100,000 plus.
Okay, so can you ask them to tweet? Can you ask them to write content? Can you ask them to give you a review?
Yes and no. It's kind of odd. It's stock, and it's in the creative world, and people don't always want to be like, hey, I'm using stock, because it's like...
Yeah, because then you're not creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a trick there, but I mean, whatever you can do to get them to somehow publicly, admit that they're using your product, the better. And depending on the kind of size deals you're doing, you can ask certain people to be references when you need them, right? So they could be they're available when you have a bigger deal and you want to connect people together. You can ask them to be references. If they love your stuff anyways, they'll want to help you and be a reference.
Do you have a reference program
Yes.
where you give the beginning and repeat references?
Yep. Most people do references because they want to, not because they're getting incented to. But yeah, you kind of have to have a program about it to ask people and have a program. But the reality is that the buyer wants peer validation. So for your world, you just have to figure out how to get peer validation.